So I figured tonight was a good night to do a drunk by daylight. I'm going to be running this build right here. Additional blink, slightly increased range, 25% everything, Hex Ruin, Barbecue and Chili, Monitor and Abuse, and Deer Stalker. And I'm ready to go into a game, whoop some ass, and be totally shit-faced tonight. Today is the day where I do not say any stories, per se. Well, I figured there's a couple of stories I could get into. Well, let's say, this one time when I was at the hospital. I believe that would be a good one. Hospital. The one I was hospitalized for my alcoholism mixed with ADHD pills. And I feel like that would be a good day. Well, it wasn't a good day. I feel it would be a good time to mention a good story. I feel it would be a good time. Let me look at OBS. Alright, good. So we had a good look right there. So obviously I am in fact having my voices perceived. And these game lobbies do not have 4 people joining at all. Not getting any good games. Let's see. Alright, so there was this one night where, you know, it's mildly into my YouTube time. I haven't done much YouTube at all. So I was sitting around for a while. Since I was 16, I graduated high school with test early. And I figured that it was a great time for me to experiment a little. But not really. I was an alcoholic. And while I was drinking a shit ton of alcohol, I knew I wasn't going to bed that night. So I took an ADHD pill. But I already had one earlier that day, which meant that I was going to be hospitalized the next day. So, me being an alcoholic, and coming from a line of alcoholics and dopamine problems, I took an ADHD pill, I was shit-faced, and I was raging over something that happened over console. So I was making a lot of noises. My mom, she came up to the door, and she was wondering what was happening. But I wanted her to fuck off, but I was too high to say anything, too drunk to say anything. So I punched the fucking door. There's now a big-ass massive hole in the door that is sitting there. There was a big fucking hole in the door. And I did it because I was drunk and on ADHD medications. And of all of my life since I was 12, since I was drinking, it's never been this bad from my drinking, but the second I start taking ADHD medications, I feel like I want to murder everybody. And this is just the first part. I am already in a stage where I am fucking harming the general safety of the people around me, and there's ADHD pills involved. Trust me, guys. I would much rather people of America be drinking than taking ADHD medications, and I have ADHD, so that's saying something. Don't take ADHD medications. And what happened from that day was, so I was hospitalized because of my drinking, but because I put ADHD pills with it. And now I know my parents. I know for a fact that my dad is somebody who tends to get drunk and then mix something. I did the exact same thing. And, so what happened was the next day, is because my mom knew something was wrong, she called my grandmother, and she wanted me to be there the next day. Oof. And so she comes over the next morning, I wake up, and later that day, eventually what happens is my liver starts failing. Oh, fuck. And I go to the hospital, and my liver fails. And because in this situation I was breathing too much, because the adrenaline of hearing from the doctors, you're about to fucking die because you're breathing too much, it tends to not be the best. So, As much as you can call it bad, I still think it's hilarious, dude. I went to the hospital because I was breathing too much, man. Only I am capable of going to the hospital because I breathe too much. Drunk by daylight. Looks like my days. Yeah, so I go to the hospital, and I am feeling like complete shit. My nervous system is basically breaking down as I speak. And yeah, everything's hurting. So I'm in the hospital, and there's this one hot nurse in downtown LA. One hot nurse. I'm 17. She's obviously older, but I'm fine with it. I'm a gangster. God damn it. Fucking thank God, finally. So yeah, I was in the hospital because of my drinking and my addiction problem. And I agree, that situation was way more ADHD meds than it was alcohol. And again, it's drunk by daylight, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about entirely. But it's definitely a moment where it's alcohol isn't great. Bullshit. Oh shit, I'm gonna turn away. Decisive? Yep. God damn it. God damn it. Grab-astic motherfucker. Hell yeah. Oh, I saw you. What'd you do? Oh, come on, man. It's not very, righteous. Die, bitch. Suck. I think you were the other one. I can't remember. Yo, it's good. Wait, how the hell did you survive that shit? Brutal. Darn, I thought I'd eat shit there. I'm doing pretty bad. Say hi to the camera. See if I can get him hooked. I can't spell for shit. Drunk by daylight, and I'm out of alcohol. Well, shit. Guess it'll work. See you in the next one.